How to install our Nuvo iron aluminum attic ladder. You'll need 2 2x4s and around 6 to 12 shims for supporting the ladder frame during installation. Cut the 2x4s approximately 30 inches long or slightly longer than the width of your ceiling joists. You'll also need a pencil, drill, saw, square, 2 wrenches, 2 clamps, and a tape measure. For your safety, make sure you have a friend to help you with the installation. You can open the lid of the ladder during the installation process, but do not unfold the legs until fully installed. Do not step on the ladder or leave it unattended until completely installed. Prior to construction, check with your local or regional municipalities for building code requirements in your area. Failing to comply with these warnings can damage the ladder and cause severe injury. The hatch bar is stored inside the spring during shipping. Remove it before you begin your install and set it to the side. We'll use the hatch bar to open and close the hatch later in the install. When selecting the location of your attic ladder, ensure there is enough room for swing clearance, as well as proper landing space for the feet of the ladder. Next, you'll need to prepare the opening in your ceiling, 22.5 by 54 inches or 25.5 by 54 inches depending on the model of attic ladder you purchased. Double-check your product size before continuing. Please reference your local building codes or consult an engineer if you require more information. To start the installation, grab a 2x4 that is about 30 inches long and mark 3/8 of an inch along the board. We'll call this temporary support A. Install support A on the end of the opening you want to be facing when you walk up the ladder. This will be the door hinge side of the attic ladder. Line up your marks on support A with the edge of the header board and use 2 clamps to hold it in place. The 2x4 should be sticking out 3/8 of an inch across the entire opening to support the attic ladder frame during installation. Using 2 of the hex screws provided, install the support, making sure both screws penetrate a header or joist board in the ceiling to ensure the temporary supports hold the weight of the attic ladder frame while it's being installed. Remove both clamps and keep them close by. From the edge of support A, measure 52 3/4 inches across the opening on both sides and mark it with a pencil. Line up the edge of support B with your marks and secure using 2 clamps. Using 2 of the hex screws provided, install the support. Again, make sure both screws penetrate a header or joist board in the ceiling to ensure the temporary support holds the weight of the attic ladder frame while it's being installed. Once support B is secured, remove the clamps. Have whoever is helping you get up into the attic and pass them a drill and 2 of the provided hex screws. Carefully lift the attic ladder frame up to your friend in the attic and gently place the frame down onto the supports. Push the attic ladder frame up against the header on the ladder hinge side. This is the same side where you installed support A. Working with your friend in the attic, center the attic ladder frame evenly between the joists. From the attic, secure the hinge side of the attic ladder frame directly to the header above support A using 2 of the provided hex screws. Now that the hinge side is secured, and before you try to open the ladder, uninstall support A to prevent damaging the protective fireproofing material on your hatch door. Insert the hatch bar into the latch and gently twist to open the attic ladder door, being careful not to unfold the steps. Ensure the ladder frame is square by measuring diagonals of the frame within 1/8 of an inch. Use shims to fill in the space between the frame and the rough opening. Install 2 screws through the shims and into the header on the support B side. Then install 2 screws through the shims into the joists on each side. Then, carefully unfold the ladder legs and secure the final screw into the joists on each side. Then uninstall support B from the ceiling. Use a 7/16 or 11 mm socket wrench and adjust the door brackets to lift the top section off the ladder. This will make room for your hands and feet, making the ladder easier to climb. Unfold the ladder legs downward as far as they will allow and rest them on the floor. For the finished installation, you will need to cut the legs so the hinges can be fully closed and there are no gaps between the feet and the floor. If the ladder length needs to be cut, measure from the last hinge that is on the correct angle down to the floor. Start from the same hinge and then mark this measurement on the ladder section that needs to be cut. Use a flat surface to rest the legs on when cutting the legs. Using a hacksaw, cut the mark at a 90-degree angle. Attach feet onto the ladder. The adjustment bracket can be used to move the ladder height up or down slightly to perfect a stable fit and ensure a solid connection with the floor. Remember to tighten the adjustment bracket once you find the perfect height. You can finish off your project by adding trim around the hatch door and painting it to match your space. Enjoy an easy and secure way to access your attic. Visit NuvoIron.com to learn more.